The movie begins with a young boy named Tyler, who lives in sunny California. Tyler has a great life. He hangs out with the popular kids, loves his girlfriend Allison, and works as a busboy at a local restaurant. He spends his days surfing, partying, and having fun with friends, making the most of summer. As summer vacation is coming to an end, Tyler drives over to Allison's house, excited to see her. Allison playfully hides and scares Tyler, making them both laugh. Their relationship leads Tyler to try new things, like yoga, and they visit a food truck where their friend Gil jokes about Tyler's new hobbies. Later, Tyler walks home with his little sister Tiffany. After her soccer practice, he tells her she did a great job in the game, and Tiffany wishes their mom could have seen her play. To cheer her up, Tyler shares some snacks, but when Tiffany asks about dinner, Tyler realizes their fridge only has old frozen meals, showing how busy their mom is. That evening, Tyler makes scrambled eggs for dinner. Tiffany asks if Tyler will go out with Allison, and he jokes about keeping it a secret from their mom. After their mom comes home, Tyler heads out to meet Allison. Outside her house, Tyler and Gil wait for Allison to join them for a party. As Allison comes out, Gil reminds Tyler to appreciate their relationship. At the party, their friend Lydia greets them, and Tyler can't stop smiling at Allison. But things change when Chase, a guy from Allison's past, shows up and makes her uncomfortable. Tyler steps in, and Allison introduces Chase briefly before pulling Tyler away. Tyler is curious and worried about Chase, but Allison asks for a drink. While making the drink, Chase talks to Tyler about Allison's wild past, making Tyler angry. He goes to the bathroom to calm down and meets Holly, a redhead who also feels abandoned. They bond over their feelings, but soon, Allison finds Tyler drunk and upset. They argue about Chase, and Allison breaks up with Tyler. Heartbroken, Tyler finds Holly outside in her car. She invites him to a nightclub, where she gives him something that leads to a crazy night. The next morning, Tyler wakes up in an unfamiliar house, feeling lost. He learns Holly is house-sitting, and they spend the weekend sharing their stories and getting to know each other. As the weekend ends, Tyler knows he has to go home. Holly jokingly mentions moving to Los Angeles with him, and he feels warm from their time together. But when he gets home, he finds many apologetic texts from Allison. The next morning, Tyler goes to see Allison to apologize. She talks about her past in San Francisco and explains why she hadn't been intimate with him. She wanted to make sure their relationship was real. Tyler feels relieved and happy as they make up, agreeing to keep no more secrets. Yet, he feels guilty about the night he spent with Holly, which he hasn't told Allison about. When school starts again, Tyler and Allison reconnect with their friends. Before class, they share a kiss, but Tyler's heart sinks when he sees Holly. Seeing her makes him nervous, but he hides it as they go to class. In class, Tyler feels uneasy when Holly sits next to him. He learns she moved to the city with her stepmother and will be attending their school. Holly mentions Tyler's relationship with Allison, making him worry she might reveal their secret, but she promises to stay quiet. At lunch, Tyler is with his friends when Gil introduces Holly to the group. Tyler feels nervous as Holly talks to everyone and mentions knowing Tyler, making the group laugh. Allison and Holly exchange numbers, and Allison invites Holly to hang out over the weekend. Holly suggests concert tickets for that night, and everyone but Tyler agrees to go, making him reluctant to be near Holly. After lunch, Tyler texts Holly to meet him in a quiet place. When he gets there, Holly tries to kiss him, but Tyler stops her, saying their night together was a mistake because he's committed to Allison. Holly feels betrayed and leaves, leaving Tyler in shock. The next morning, Tyler wakes up to find photos from Holly, including some from their night together. Frustrated, he heads to school, where Allison and Lydia talk about their fun night with Holly. Lydia mentions not finding Holly on social media, and Holly explains she deleted her profile for a break. Allison relates, having moved on from her past too. Allison brings Holly to the restaurant where Tyler works, and Holly shows them some Polaroids, including one of the shirtless guys Tyler recognizes as himself. Allison asks about the guy, but Holly keeps his identity a secret, to Tyler's relief. They go to the beach where Gil is, and Holly takes a picture of Tyler and Allison together. Allison asks again about the guy in the photo, and Holly vaguely describes meeting him, avoiding details. Later, Holly kisses Gil, saying she met the guy in the photo, unsettling Tyler more. Afterward, Tyler and Gil drop the girls off at Allison's for a girls' night, making Tyler anxious about leaving Allison with Holly. Holly's teasing about their secret only heightens his worry. Inside Allison's room, Holly borrows a pink sweater and asks personal questions about Allison's relationship with Tyler. Allison says they haven't gone very far yet, secretly pleasing Holly. Meanwhile, Tyler tells Gil about his fling with Holly. Gil is shocked, especially since Holly kissed him early. Tyler explains Holly is playing games, but Gil is skeptical and advises Tyler not to tell Allison the truth. Tyler feels conflicted about what to do next. That night, Holly and Allison have a sleepover, and Tyler can't stop texting Allison, anxious about Holly being there. Allison praises Tyler for being supportive, while Holly pretends to be friendly, hiding her true intentions. Allison's mom checks on them, worried for her daughter's safety. The next morning, Holly watches Allison sleep, plotting something sinister. Tyler wakes up to find Holly outside his window, wearing one of Allison's sweaters. When he confronts her, she jokes about sharing everything, including him, leaving Tyler feeling disturbed. At school, Tyler overhears Holly's stepmother talking to the guidance counselor. He learns Holly isn't from Oakland, but San Diego. Her stepmother says Holly is lonely and asks Tyler to keep their talk private. Meanwhile, Allison and Lydia talk about Holly, with Lydia feeling uneasy. Allison brushes it off, but Holly overhears and isn't happy. During lunch, Holly surprises Allison and Lydia with smoothies, but chaos erupts when Lydia has a seizure after drinking hers. The cafeteria panics, and Tyler comforts Allison, but notices Holly's unsettling calmness. Allison rushes to the hospital with Lydia, while Tyler's suspicions about Holly grow. That night, Tyler can't sleep, haunted by dreams of Holly hurting him. He wakes up scared, more aware of the threat she poses. The next morning, Tyler is relieved to see Allison safe and hugs her, comforting her as she worries about Lydia. Meanwhile, Holly goes home to find her stepmother, Corinne, making breakfast. Their interaction is tense, showing Holly's resentment toward Corinne for inheriting everything from her father. Corinne suggests therapy and medication, but Holly refuses, feeling numb from the drugs. In a chilling moment, Holly subtly threatens Corinne with a knife, claiming she needs to feel love. Corinne stays silent, her fear clear, showing Holly's instability. Later, Holly lights incense and candles around photos of Tyler, obsessed with him. Meanwhile, Tyler sits with Gil, who says Holly hasn't contacted him. Tyler brushes it off, but Gil points out Holly looking sad while chatting with Allison at school. Tyler learns from Allison that Holly claims to be pregnant, shocking him, especially when Allison says Holly took 4 tests to confirm it. Later, Allison and Holly are lounging by the pool at Holly's house, enjoying the warm sun. Holly gets a text from Tyler saying he wants to talk, but she decides to ignore it. Allison, curious, asks if the text is from the guy who might have gotten Holly pregnant. Holly says it's not him and that they haven't been in touch. Allison, feeling bad for Holly, tells her she should reply to Tyler's message. Holly then asks Allison what she would do if she were pregnant with Tyler's baby. Allison says she hasn't thought about it. Holly pretends to be jealous of Allison and Tyler's relationship and brings up that Allison has never met Tyler's family. This makes Allison feel sad since Tyler hasn't introduced her to his family yet. Later, Tyler is in his room when he hears voices. He finds Holly talking to his sister, Tiffany. Tyler gets angry but doesn't want to upset Tiffany, who likes Holly. After Tiffany leaves, Tyler takes Holly outside and tells her she has to leave. Holly says she likes Tiffany and sarcastically asks why Tyler never introduced her as his girlfriend. Tyler tells her she isn't his girlfriend. This makes Holly mad, and she accuses Tyler of getting her pregnant and then ignoring her. Tyler feels overwhelmed because he knows he can't support a child at 17. Holly insists that they can make it work if they are together, and that Tyler is only confused because of Allison. Tyler tells Holly it was all a mistake and tries to leave. Holly grabs him from behind, but he shakes her off, causing her to fall and cut her lip. Tyler warns her to stay away and leaves, leaving Holly very angry. Holly goes to Allison's house, crying and telling Allison about the fight with Tyler. She even shows Allison her hurt hands to prove what Tyler did. Holly then reveals that Tyler is the one who got her pregnant. Tyler goes to the hospital to see Lydia and asks if Holly knows about Lydia's allergy. Lydia says she did. Tyler asks about a smoothie incident, and Lydia thinks it wasn't an accident because she always orders the same smoothies with Allison, but Holly was there when she reacted. Feeling defeated, Tyler tells Lydia about his night with Holly at the party. Lydia is disappointed, but understands Holly's behavior now and tells Tyler he should tell Allison the truth. Tyler agrees and decides to come clean and fix things. After several failed attempts to contact Allison, Tyler texts her to meet him at the beach. When she arrives, Tyler tries to confess, but Allison interrupts, saying she already knows. Holly showed her photos of Tyler sleeping and with his family. Allison feels hurt and betrayed. Tyler tries to explain that they were broken up, but Holly tells Allison that Tyler would break up with her. Angry and heartbroken, Allison tells Tyler never to contact her again. While driving home upset, Tyler receives many texts from Holly, who insists they should be together now that Allison is gone. Tyler rejects her firmly and ignores her calls. Holly gets angrier and warns him not to ignore her, but Tyler stays silent. The next morning, Holly confronts Tyler at school, mad that he didn't text her. The principal then asks Tyler to step outside and tells him he is suspended indefinitely because a student named Elizabeth Viola has accused him of sexual assault. Tyler is confused because he doesn't know that name. At home, Tyler searches for Elizabeth Holly Viola on his laptop and finds disturbing information. Holly has a dark past involving a previous school where she was accused of attacking a classmate over a boy. Meanwhile, Allison is home alone because her parents are out. She locks all the doors and makes tea. Tyler texts her, warning that Holly is dangerous, but Allison, still hurt, ignores him. Holly calls, and though Allison is unsure whether to answer, she picks up but says she can't talk. Holly pretends to be sympathetic and blames Tyler for their problems to gain Allison's trust. Suddenly, Allison hears a strange noise and smells gas. She rushes to the kitchen and finds the gas turned on. Startled by the sound of breaking glass, she becomes frightened. Before she can react, Holly sneaks up and knocks her out. When Tyler gets a message from Holly with a picture of an unconscious Allison, he panics and rushes to Holly's house, calling Gil to meet him there. When Allison wakes up, she finds herself tied to a chair with duct tape and Holly standing in front of her. Allison regrets not believing Tyler's warning. Holly mocks her for believing her lies, including the fake pregnancy. Terrified, Allison tries to reason with Holly, promising to stay quiet if Holly lets her go, but Holly says it's too late and blames Allison for Tyler's feelings. When Allison refuses to comply, Holly hits her. A car pulls into the driveway, and Holly, expecting Tyler, is annoyed to see it's just her stepmother. She silences Allison by taping her mouth shut and leaves to confront Corrine. Desperate, Allison struggles to free herself and cries for help. Corrine hears her and rushes to help, but as Corrine removes the tape from Allison's mouth, Holly attacks her from behind, making Allison scream. Meanwhile, Holly sits in a dark room surrounded by candles and Tyler's photos, putting together a gun in front of a shrine she made for him. When Tyler arrives at Holly's house, he finds her in the living room, with pictures of him spread out on the floor, trying to recreate their first morning together. Tyler, no longer willing to play her games, demands to know where Allison is. Holly, annoyed, wants him to engage with her, but Tyler is urgent. He asks again, and Holly gestures for him to follow her. Tyler's heart races as he finds a bloodied piece of clothing that belongs to Allison. He frantically searches room after room, but finds nothing. Eventually, he discovers the eerie shrine Holly made with pictures and candles. Furious, Tyler storms back to confront Holly, demanding Allison's location. Just then, something drips onto his forehead. Looking up, he sees Allison hanging unconscious from the ceiling. Tyler quickly unties her and lays her on the floor, shaking her awake. She opens her eyes just as Holly returns with the gun. Tyler grabs a poker stick for protection and tries to lead Allison to safety, but all the doors are locked. They manage to escape through Holly's room, but Holly appears with the gun, ordering Tyler to drop the poker stick. Fearing for their lives, Tyler tries to reason with her, saying their time together was special. Holly seems momentarily calmed, but as Tyler tries to convince her to lower the gun, she realizes he's stalling. In a desperate move, Holly aims at Allison, causing Tyler to plead with her, claiming he's the one she should be mad at. Just then, Gil arrives, distracting Holly. She fires at Tyler, hitting him in the shoulder. He collapses, and Allison watches in horror. Holly hadn't meant to hit Tyler. As Gil gets closer, Holly aims at him, but he ducks. Seizing the opportunity, Allison hits Holly with the poker stick, sending her into the swimming pool. Gil and Allison rush to Tyler, as paramedics arrive just in time to save both him and Holly. In the end, Holly finds another man to focus on, a paramedic who promises to stay with her. Weeks later, Tyler recovers and he and Allison make up. They celebrate Tiffany's birthday with friends and family, finally able to live freely. And with that, the movie ends. We hope you enjoyed our video. Watch the next recaps on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing recaps. See you in the next one.